Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. This is your host Ram, back with you on the cricket show, Cricket Happenings, your favorite show, the Cricket Happening Show. Well, there was a good response yesterday. I'm really thankful to you all, dear fans, especially the Cricket Reddit, who is a big supporter of this cricket show. They are definitely providing me a great support. They are motivating me a lot, and I'm there here once again to entertain you all, dear fans. And well, as far as today's cricket show goes, we'll be previewing the second One Day International, which is coming up tomorrow between South Africa and Pakistan, which is coming up at the Wanderers, as we call it, the Bull Ring, as you in Wanderers in Johannesburg. So that is the match which is coming up tomorrow. It should be a real beauty, no doubt about it, especially considering the first match going all the way down to the wire. And I will do a brief preview of the match which is coming up. And then we'll have a look at the ICC Cricket Committee making some key change to the LBW reviews in the decision review system. We'll just have a sneak peek at that. And also, as you know, I'm a person who loves cricket. So it does not matter to me who is playing. But as you know, Uganda and Namibia are the ones. There was a one-day T20 which was played where Namibia actually beat Uganda by 7 wickets. I will just have a brief look at it, and also we'll also have some events that happened last week. Probably just throwing some light on that as well. But first, let's head off for a preview of the second one-day international that is coming up between South Africa and Pakistan. And what a match we had in the first ODI, the match going all the way down to the wire. And I'm sure Pakistan would have learned a sort of a big lesson in that. But also South Africa, probably they would have felt that they really allowed the match to drift away from their hands, and Pakistan too. So both the teams would have closely looked at what went wrong, where the match went down to the final ball, where the victory was clinched. So let's look at Pakistan first, as they are the ones who won. So the second one day, South Africa will be hoping that they can put it across Pakistan tomorrow on a holiday there in Wanderers in Johannesburg. Pakistan, well, one thing that is very important for them is Fakhar Zaman has to get into form. Fakhar Zaman is very essential that Fakhar Zaman gets into form, because Imam ul Haq has already already got into form in the first game itself after having not a poor show, but basically he was struggling a bit, but he is coming to grips. But Fakhar Zaman, if he could get going, that would be great, because he's a wonderful stroke maker, and Imam ul Haq and Fakhar Zaman can lay the foundation for a big score for Pakistan. Babar Azam, captain, definitely such a treat to watch this bloke Babar Azam bat, as he's just absolutely superb. I've already spoken about it. There's nothing to speak about. Babar Azam is a treat to watch, no doubt about it. And Haider Ali might get in the place of Asif Ali. That's the talk going on. Asif Ali is someone who likes to hit the ball big, but we have seen that whenever he has probably done well in the PSL, but when it comes to brass tacks, as we call it, in ODIs, it has been a struggle for him. He has not been consistent, and I think that would be prompting the Pakistan to bring in that young, talented bloke Haider Ali into the mix, and that will be very interesting. Mohammed Rizwan, another player of the future for Pakistan, and I think if at all we talk about batsmen, it is these two batsmen who will be leading Pakistan into the future: Babar Azam and Mohammed Rizwan, the wicketkeeper batsman. The way he plays his strokes, keeps the pull shot. I like the way he actually plays the pull shot by keeping the ball absolutely down, rolls his wrist over it with a very good technique, and sends the ball to the fence. Danish Aziz missed upon in the first one-day international with not able to do. He got a real rip snorter from Henry Norgay, and he would be wanting to really get some runs on his back for sure. Shadab Khan, already we all know that he's a wonderful all-rounder. He already showed his batting capabilities there. Fahim Ashraf is someone who is another one who is will be leading the future for Pakistan, because his batting, his bowling, he's another very good all-rounder now in the making. Fahim Ashraf, Shaheen Afridi, and Mohammed Hussain. Mohammed Hussain was a bit off color. I'll be hoping that he gets his line right. Haris Rauf also went for a few runs, but all in all, Pakistan would be absolutely geared up to take on South Africa. As far as South Africa is concerned, well, Aiden Markram has to hit some form. Quinton de Kock, as you know, is a very aggressive trader. He likes to get on from the first ball itself, right from the word go. And definitely after his captaincy has been relieved, I'm sure Quinton de Kock has a big burden off his shoulders, and I'm sure he will be getting into some good form in this particular series. Temba Bavuma, the captain, yes, did not start off on a good note after taking over as the new South African captain, but nevertheless, it's just a passing thing, I suppose. He will be back in business once again. Rassie van der Dussen is a good thing to happen for South Africa pretty early in the piece, as Rassie van der Dussen, as I said, finally converted his scores. It has been a struggle for him. I mean, the struggle in the sense he has been getting those scores, but he has not been able to put up a big score on the board. That came up with his maiden one-day international ton. David Miller, all for his experience there. Henrik Klassen, the wicketkeeper, another very good player, Henrik Klassen. Andel Felikwayo is definitely showing his utility in the South African mix, whether it is batting or bowling. He is definitely showing what he is, and he was the one who bowled that final over with 3 runs required. He took it all the way down to the final delivery. That really shows that Andel Felikwayo is someone who can really bowl those death overs, and that's what South Africa showed. They could bowl the death overs very well, and that's what actually put the pressure on Pakistan. Kagiso Rabada and Henrik Norgay, a very pacey opening pair, and Norgay, my word, that was wonderful to see how he brought back South Africa into the match with those lip snorters, with the brood of deliveries that he bowled. He has space, and besides, he gets the ball to lift as well. He sometimes gets the ball to lift at an awkward length, and that makes it pretty difficult for the batsman. Lungi Igidi also bowled at Tabrai Shamsi, a very good spinner, and Glenton Sturman could probably, or it could be the other full squad should field an unchanged side, they say, but Glenton Sturman, I'm not sure whether he played in the first match. I'm not really sure about that, so I'm a bit surprised when I see the team composition there. They say that South Africa will have a unchanged side, but I never thought that Glenton Sturman play in the first one-day international, well, it should be a high-scoring game. That's what the forecast says as far as the Wanderers in Johannesburg is concerned. So we are looking forward to it, no doubt about it, what happened. And just so that is what one is looking forward to on Sunday in the second one-day international between South Africa and Pakistan. Coming up with the Wanderers in Johannesburg, as we call it, the Bull Ring, as we all know. Okay, now let's have a look at some cricket news. Now, the cricket news, the ICC Cricket Committee came up with the ruling after what happened in the India-England series, where Kohli was not happy with that. Is they are talking about the decision review system, where now what the ICC has done in its meeting is, as you know, previously, if at all the decision review is concerned, the ball has to go and hit the bottom of the bail. So that was the only thing. So, it was the umpire's call, and it was half the ball missing the bottom edge of the bails. But now what they have done, there is a change to it now. Now it is going to be the full zone, I suppose. Previously, which is not now. So basically, what they are going to do is they are going to extend it all the way to the top of the bails. Having previously gone initially, they went only for the bottom of the bails, so now it will be on the top of the bails. So basically, they are covering more of a zone over there, in my opinion. So if the more than half the ball is predicted to hit this region, then the on-field call of not out will be reversed. So that is going to be very interesting. So LBW decisions, and you know, Virat Kohli was it caused a lot of resentment with Virat Kohli not happy with what went on. But the umpire's call is something that Virat Kohli was telling. Is there a possibility where they could say that the umpires are not able to decide? But unfortunately, that's not. ICC has decided to stick to the umpire's call. This is something which I wanted to really share about. Now, and also short run calls or no ball calls will be entirely the third umpire's responsibility. So that is what is coming up. And also now, as you know, we already know about concussion substitutes coming in and filling in. We have seen in the past, like the concussion substitutes have played in the past and got some runs as well. So now what is going to happen is that that is something they are expanding. Also allows players to be substituted for two reasons: concussion, and also in the current context of things, it will be COVID-19. So that's a good thing as well. So I just wanted to really touch base on that. There's nothing. I don't want to really go into the nitty-gritties of it. Just wanting to tell you that this is something which is coming up. Now, as I promised you, as I said, for me, it's not about cricket, which is played only by the ICC cricket nations, because for me, cricket is something which has to be encouraged on a whole. We need more and more countries to take up cricket. So we are talking about Uganda, who are touring Namibia, and these are the teams which probably will be playing in the qualifiers, I suppose, for the T20. That is something which I'm not sure, so I don't want to hazard a guess here. But Namibia has won the match by 7 wickets. Gerard Erasmus is a wonderful player from Namibia. He captains the team. He does not captain the team. I'm just trying to see. I think he's the captain of the team, if I'm not wrong. Yes, I was absolutely right. Gerard Erasmus is the captain of the team, and he was the man of the match today. So Uganda batting first in the first 20 overs, made 134 for 5, the highest scorer being Ronak Patel, not around 35, 37 deliveries with 3 boundaries. Vizit Salisha making 23, Hamukondo 28, 26 from Raja Mukasa, the opener. So 134 for 5. And as far as the Namibian bowling was concerned, Freiling is another good bowler. Jan Freiling, 1 for 32. Ben Shikongo, 2 for 24. Bernard Schultz is another one who bowled 1 for 20. I'm not going to go into that much. As far as Namibia were concerned, they had targeted 135. They cleared off in 14.5 overs. The captain Gerard with this knock. He's a wonderful race, which included 5 fours and 4 sixes. Lofty Atten around 29. And that was it. There was not much to really talk about at the Wanderers Cricket and Windhoek, where the Ugandans are actually touring Namibia. So that is it. And now, let's also still talk about some cricket news. As far as cricket news is concerned, IPL is just around the corner. 9th of April, the IPL kicks off. And Rishabh, as you know, Shreyas Iyer was injured, and in the final, I think the ODI against England, and he could not take any further part. And now Shreyas Iyer is out of Indian Premier League captain. And he's the Delhi Capitals captain, and we all know what he brings to the table. I really feel sorry for Shreyas Iyer because he was peaking at the right time, and Lancashire had already picked him up for the T20 blast, I suppose. But unfortunately, Shreyas Iyer has to be kept away due to injury, and so there was speculation as to who would be the captain of Delhi Capitals. And Rishabh Pant, with his form that he's been showing for India, getting his place in all the formats of the game now, has been named the new T20 captain, Rishabh Pant. So he shoulders a big responsibility there. But we all know Rishabh Pant. He's someone who, for me, Rishabh Pant is a player who really deals by instinct. So it'll be interesting to see his captaincy. Rishabh Pant is the new captain of Delhi Capitals in Indian Premier League 2021. Then we all know the South Africa's Temba Bavuma has been named the captain till the 2023 World Cup. So that really says that South Africa does not believe in chopping and changing, but they are giving him a long rope. So Bavuma, they probably want to see I mean, I really like what South Africa is doing. What they have done is they're giving him a long rope, so they're giving him a long time to be as captain, and so that he really gets everything together. He can plan. It's only 2021 now. 2 years he can plan, and finally, who knows that South Africa, he might well be the captain who could probably get South Africa their first World Cup. But whatever it is, I thought this was a very good decision by South Africa to get Themba Bavuma and give him a long rope. I mean, I've never seen any captain being given such a long rope, but I definitely feel this South African think tank has really worked on it, and they've come to the conclusion. I think it is very essential that Themba Bavuma, gets to know everything so that he can take an informed decision in the final analysis, and his test will be in the 2023 World Cup. Other than that, I have that's it. I mean, I'm just trying to see whether is there anything else. One thing that I can share with you, dear fans, friends, and subscribers, is now this is going to be a sort of a surprise, one could say. One would remember this particular cricket player. He's from England. His name is Joe Denley, and I'm sure everyone remembers Joe Denley. Joe Denley is an English cricketer. He has played some international matches for England as well. Let's have a look at his career stats here. Joe Denley, he made his Test debut in 2019 versus West Indies. I'm looking at his career stats here just to see, and I'll tell you what is the reason that I am speaking about this bloke, Joe Denley. I'll definitely come back to that. And he has also played one-day internationals. He has also played T20s, probably not a lot, but let's have a look at his career stats. Joe Denley played 15 test matches, 827 runs, and ODIs, 16 ODIs, 13 T20s, and he has also played one IPL in the year 2020, 2019. So Joe Denley, the reason I'm talking about Joe Denley plays for Kent, has decided that cricket will no longer be something that he will be going. He has committed his future to Manchester City, and you all know Manchester City is a big team in soccer in English Premier League, and so he has decided that Joe Denley may be leaving Kent. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I really have to take back what I told you here because it says that he was on the cusp of leaving Kent, and there has been he says that let's see what it says here, because there are a lot of rumors circulating. It says that Joe Denley may be leaving Kent to join Surrey. Denley has been, so one does not know. They were talking about. I'm retiring from. Yes. Oh my goodness. He has come up with a statement. No, I'm retiring from cricket and signing for Manchester City United on a 4-year deal. Can't wait to play under them. Now, I don't know to what extent it is true, but nevertheless, this is what the information says. So one does not know whether this is true, that Joe Denley is going to Manchester United. Nevertheless, I just wanted to sort of share this tidbit with you. Well, other than that, nothing. So the only major cricket that is coming up is tomorrow, Pakistan taking South Africa, and I'll be back with my cricket report on the second one international between South Africa and Pakistan, which will be played at the Wanderers in Johannesburg, where South Africans would be the one who would be under pressure, trying to level the ODI series. That being said, it's about time for me to hit the wind-up button on the cricket show today, and looking forward to your company once again tomorrow. And also, I'm also trying to see whether I can give you one slight update. Now we are talking about news and cricket. News and cricket, as you know, has been on an absolute high. There's no doubt about it. We are talking about the local trophy in New Zealand. It's known as the Plunkett Shield, where I'm just going to just take a look at what happened. We are talking about Wellington and Auckland facing in their first game. Wellington first innings. Let's have a look at Wellington's first innings. So Wellington first innings, they were 278 for 6 at close of play against Auckland. If you look at the batting there, it is Michael Bracewell got a century. He was 105 with 12 fours and 1 6. Blundell, who is knocking definitely for New Zealand here, has Tom Blundell 113, 12 fours and 2 6s. And looking at the bowling for Auckland, 2 wicket has gone to Dan Ruffern, so there's not much known names in that other than that. But definitely we are and definitely this is just a short update I wanted to give you. That's it. Dear fans and subscribers. It really says it all. It's all over for today on this Cricket Happening show. Looking forward, as I said, to see you all tomorrow when I'll be back with my the report on the second one-day international between Pakistan and South Africa. And it's goodbye from my studios here. Thank you.